It's time to do an unboxing of the new 2017 iMac with 5K Retina display. I decided to get this new iMac because the new improvements that they just came out with would really improve my workflow. Now this new iMac comes pretty well stocked. As I said, it's a 27-inch Retina 5K display. It has a 3.8 GHz quad-core Intel i5 chip. It has 8 GB of RAM that you can actually upgrade yourself to 64 GB if you choose, and it's a lot cheaper to do it yourself. A 2 TB Fusion drive, and a Radeon Pro 580 video card with 8 gigs of video memory. Now when this thing showed up, it came in a regular cardboard box that actually had insulation on it as well. Once you open that up, you saw the iMac box itself. The amount of packaging that they actually put in the box to protect your computer, there's almost no reason why it should have any bumps, scratches, scrapes, anything on it. Like this sleeve, for instance, it's like a big sock for the computer. And that's one thing I have to give Apple. They engineer things down to the finest detail, even if it is just the packaging. One thing I really noticed quickly once I started moving the computer around is that this thing is big. On the website it actually says it weighs more than 20 pounds. So this isn't a computer you want to take with you in a piece of luggage or on a trip with you. This is a desktop in all sense of the word. That is what made this step very precarious. Lifting that computer and trying to take off another piece of wrapping that's actually wrapped underneath the foot, that was fun. Just to apologize ahead of time, the camera did not like the shiny surface of the screen, so I apologize for the focus. I was watching another video on YouTube about the iMacs while I was patiently waiting for this to come in the mail, and they said the same thing as I thought. Every Apple experience, there's this plastic film tearing off thing that's very satisfying. It's like Apple's version of bubble wrap. Now I would like to address something to do with the shipping. When you buy the product, it says usually ships within 1 day. And yes, this is completely my fault, but I assumed it was going to ship within 1 day. And then once I ordered it, it said usually ships within 4 to 6 days. It did take the full 6 days to ship, but once it did ship, it was from California to Ontario within 16 hours. It comes with 1 headphone jack, an SD card slot, 4 USB 3 slots, 2 Thunderbolt 3 slots, and an Ethernet port. As I was saying before, you could upgrade the RAM yourself up to 64 gigabytes. Now this panel here is where you would open it up and pop in the RAM yourself. This is the Magic Keyboard with numeric mouse. It's a new keyboard that they've come out with and it'll cost you an extra $30. I upgraded because the idea is to speed up my workflow and I thought this might help. And once again, here's that plastic film that I love to rip off. It does make for a lot of recycle though. Now the cool thing here is that the wire that came with the computer actually charges the keyboard. You don't need extra batteries. Also in the box, there's the Magic Mouse. It comes with every iMac. It has this nice glass finish. You can see the reflection on the top. When you turn it over, it's just like the keyboard. It has that hole where you can plug the cable in and it charges. You don't need any extra batteries. Also in the box is the cable that you use to recharge the mouse and the keyboard. A bunch of owner's manuals, just like any other Apple product. You also have a cloth to clean the screen. Your usual Apple stickers and pamphlets. And one last thing to do, just plug it in. That's all it is, just one cord in the back of the computer, and with a click, you're ready to go. The design is simple and easy with a lot of these Mac computers. And I think that's why I switched. When I was growing up, everything was Windows, but it was always a struggle, a fight, when you added new things to it. Apple, the computers just seem to work. You plug stuff in and they work. There was just one more thing that I wanted to do. I had an old RCA monitor that I thought would be good for a second monitor for the new computer. I looked everywhere for special cables or connections to hook the two up, but then I remembered I had an Apple TV. It was an older one, but you could use it to mirror the image onto a new monitor. You would just click on the AirPlay icon and then click on Apple TV. Here you get a couple options. You could either mirror the built-in display like this, or use the TV as a secondary display like this. You can even drag things over, and it automatically resizes. This is what I was waiting for to get my work going a bit better and faster. I'll look for more posts coming up in the future, and yeah, let's start grinding them out.